Well, hello everybody. I've meant to be online a little bit earlier, but I ran most of my errands in Odessa. Notice no dog, no employee. It's kind of nice, right? That's probably going to be, if he doesn't start working harder, this is going to be the situation all the time, except I'll have the dog, just no employee. I cannot pay him if he's not going to do what I ask him to do. So, but he's been doing better about getting the work done, but he doesn't do what I need him to do. He'll go fiddle around with something he wants to do instead of what I actually have told him to do. And he's been doing that for over a year, and I'm done with it. Because I only really needed him, to be honest with you, when I was shipping out 150 items a day. Well, now, hopefully, I'll be shipping out more than that a day, but I'm not doing any of the shipping. It's all USA fulfilled stuff I'm doing here, guys. So I don't really need any employee for that. Of course, he's going to be working in my motorcycle business. I'm buying motorcycles for myself wholesale, selling them retail. All right, let's figure this out.
You're flying solo today?
Hey, yeah, all by myself. I like it by myself. Don't have any headache. And okay, now I got to think what I got to do here. Hold on. Is there like, see if there's like a $20 balance. I think there is. I'm just going to drop that in. I've got to pay my VA today, so I want to make sure it don't bounce. He'd be a little upset if his check bounces. I just delisted 7,464 items. All that China stuff, I got rid of all of it. Now all my orders come from the US. And I don't make any money. You know, selling it from China, I make a lot of money. Selling it here, I'm lucky to get a 10 cents on the dollar. But I don't have any headaches. I won't have any chargebacks. My bank got hit with a chargeback, which you should never really have happen. On Shopify, when you have a high-risk transaction, you should immediately click refund before they transfer the money to the bank. I had it where it was transferring every day. I didn't catch it in time. So that means it got transferred over here to my bank. And then they had to charge back. Well, fortunately, I barely had enough. I dropped enough money in on time. But don't ever let those high-risk transactions get deposited. If you're on Shopify using... That's all that's in there? Oh, crap. Well, then I'm going to have to add some more. $8.80. Damn it. Just put 20 in. Sorry. See, I'm glad I had her check. I thought there was like 20 bucks in there, but there's only 8. I had to pay my VA out of this account today. Now, how am I going to do everything else? 50, 60, 70. Okay, barely can do it if I don't get gas. Shoot. I wonder if there's money on my other account. I'm going to be like $10 short today, I think. Maybe 20. But I got to pay my VA. He did a lot of work. He took down the... I did most of it, honestly, but he went back and did it again because when you're on... Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too. When you're on Shopify, and you queue more than just like 50 items to be edited later, never works, guys. You'll sit there and queue that stuff over and over and over and over, and they never do it. You'll never get those things to queue properly. The Shopify just doesn't take them down, is what I'm telling you. So you have to do them 50 at a time. So I did the bulk one, and then I went and did 50 at a time for 7,464 listings. And it only took down like a handful. So for the last week, I've had my VA do the same thing, but I only had him working on one part of it. You have to do it twice, basically. First thing you have to do, this is important, guys. You need to know this. If you ever sell on a platform, especially on Shopify, they're not going to delete your item if it is still available on multiple channels like Google Shopping and Together and eBay and all that. You can hit delete in your Shopify store now until hell freezes over. But if those items are still available, and especially if you have API codes, they're not going to take them down. That means that you could technically get rid of your supplier, delete a listing in your store, But all the other sites that it's at, it's still active and people can buy it. I've had to refund several items because I got rid of all that China crap. It's all US fulfilled now. So I had to refund several items, not because they were available in my store, but because they were available on the other API networks. So this is what you have to do. If you really want to remove something from online that has your name all over it, you will go into Shopify. I have little videos for this. I'm going to make a blog on it. You go into Shopify. It's very easy. You hit filter by. Now you need to know what you are filtering out. You have to set these filters right because, for example, what I did is I closed my Together because it was just a nightmare because of this China crap. I'll probably open it again. But I closed it because I closed one of the places that I had sent all of my products to. All I had to do was the products that I was keeping, in other words, the US fulfilled products. All I had to do with those is remove them from Together. Okay? So the next step, after I removed from Together, the one I'm deleting, all the things that I want to keep, then I go and I filter by all items available in Together. Well, that's going to give you a list of everything in my store that I didn't make unavailable on Together, which is the, crap. Shit, I should have gone. Which is the US fulfilled, I'm going to punch it. Which is the US fulfilled items that I want to keep. So what do I do next? It's very, very easy, guys. So then I go, everything that's available on Together, I make unavailable. Do not delete, it won't work. I make unavailable on all channels. All right, sorry. I'm trying to pull in and get gas. I make it unavailable on all channels. Well, since it's unavailable on all channels, when it's time to delete those products, all I have to do is a third time go to filter and I put everything that is not available in my online store, because when I make it unavailable on all channels, it takes all of those items out of everywhere, Google Shopping everywhere. So I use everything that's not available in my online store to delete completely the remaining items. If you do it any other way than that, it's not going to work. I know, we did like 10 different ways. Okay, guys, now I've got to think for a moment. How am I going to do this? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'm going to be short today. I'll just borrow some money. I'm going to go by and see my friend Cheryl this morning before I go in, and I'll just borrow like 20 bucks from her. I don't think she'll mind. If she doesn't, then I get billed, and what the savings I would have saved by paying a time of service, I lose. Really good coffee, guys. All right, give me a few moments. I will be back. I got to get gas, and I will be back in just a moment. Alrighty guys, that's not taking me very long at all. I'm getting on here. We are putting gas in the car. Gosh, I am $10 short, minimum $10 short. If I didn't have to pay the VA today, it'd be no big deal. But I've got to pay him. He did a lot of work this weekend. Alrighty then. Okay, made it into the car. Did I close the little? Oh, dang it! Hold on. Cows hit my thing this morning. All right, what time is it? Almost 9 o'clock. I've been so far behind schedule today. It's just crazy nuts. All right, now I hope you guys had a lot of good sales this weekend. I miss reselling, guys, a little bit because now when I have a sale, I don't even know about it. I just get paid. I mean, I could look it up, but there's really no point. Basically, I have a completely automated system now. That's why the orders arrive very quickly. They say it arrives from the time you purchase to the customer in 3 to 5 days. I do not believe that. Even though some of the orders have arrived in 3 days, I haven't had very many sales. I just started. But I just don't trust that they're going to process it because I don't actually do anything. When you buy something now from keywebco.com, the second your payment clears, the shipping invoice and your order immediately goes to the warehouse. I don't do anything. There's not like, see, in the old way that it worked, that I did away with, you would buy something, you're actually paying me. Now, this other company, you're still paying me. But the only thing that, all the money goes in, but immediately upon it going in, the cost of the item and the shipping comes out. Nothing's transferred to the bank. It's all like in lieu of payment kind of thing. It processes very quickly. The minute you purchase something, that order is immediately sent to the warehouse. In other words, there's no need for me to do anything like I had to do before. See, before what I had to do is I'd have to go to Arbello and I'd have to click a link. I'd have to verify your address. I'd have to copy the missing information. Then I'd have to place the order with AliExpress through Arbello, because that's the only one they were using now. And then they would process your order and ship it out within, they say 3 days, but it's 5 days, 6 days. And they shipped it the slowest, no matter what you pay, it always arrived the slowest, cheapest way. And half the times they wouldn't even put the customs forms on it. Well, I got rid of that crap real quick. The new company, I don't do nothing. You buy it, the money goes in my account that I get to keep. All the rest goes off to the supplier. The supplier ships it from the United States. They're supposed to ship same or next day. That's what they say. But I always add another day. And then all shipping speeds are 3 to 5 days. They don't specify first class or priority, but all shipping speeds are 3 to 5 days. So theoretically, the longest it should take you to get an item is 6 days. The longest, because they say it's immediate processing and they ship out same day or next day. Same people that fill out the Amazon orders, guys, are what I'm using. High-end stuff, too. Those days of being able to go into KeyWebco, God. Hold on. The days of going to keywebco.com and be able to buy a whole bunch of something super duper cheap, that's gone. And the waiting 30 days for it to arrive, that's gone too. So are my profit margins. Now let me explain something. If you use these automated all USA fulfilled companies, you're selling high-end stuff with high demands. These companies are designed for volume. Anything less than volume, I can't be bothered. Okay? I'll explain that in a little bit. So, these high companies are about volume. So yes, that shipping speed and all that, they say put 5-day delivery on your thing. I am not doing that. I am saying items will be delivered in about a week or less than a week. And Then I write the shipping time on there. Shipping times are 3 to 5 days. That way, if people see the tracking that morning, they know in 3 to 5 days their product's going to be there. If they don't see that tracking active that morning, but the next morning, they know in 3 to 5 days it'll be there. It's just better that way. So that's what I'm doing with that. Now let me explain. When you do these automated companies with the high volume sales that all the big shots use, you're selling the same products as everyone else. That's okay. For me, that's okay. I've got huge power in my domain and enormous reach with my marketing. So I can sell the same as everybody else and do very well, as long as I'm not on a platform where they manipulate what people see. If I'm just coming up on Google, guys, I will beat everybody. My Google relevance is as high as it gets. I mean, literally. I can't say every single blog and all that stuff I do. Obviously, it's based on what you're putting out. But basically, if I haven't messed up anything, my Google relevance is extremely high. That means I come in very high in search, no matter what I touch. If I do it wrong, it's like everybody else. But if I do things correctly, and oh, trust me, there's things done wrong that don't come up very well. I mean, I'm not perfect. But if I've done everything correctly on a listing and on a blog or a website or a microsite, I'm at the top, guys. And I'm not just saying that because it's me. I've gone incognito. I've used other people's computers. I've even used people that hate me. I purposely found a friend of mine. Well, I say a friend, but they hate me. They pretend to be my friend. I have 3 of those. I purposely found one that I knew hated me the most. Because people that hate you don't look at your stuff. I didn't want someone that was looking at my stuff. I went on their computer and did searches as them to see what my results come up with. And sure enough, I was coming up pretty darn high. Even on someone that hasn't bought from me, doesn't watch my stuff, you know. You need to check on several different sources. And I will tell you another thing. When you are searching for items on Google and whatnot, even if you are incognito, you are not unidentified. Google is still going to project the results that they believe you will want to see. So don't think, even if you're incognito using your own system, that you're going to get good results. You'll get better results than if you're not incognito to what the actual search results will be, but they are going to be skewed towards you because they know you're looking for your own item. The computer figures that out real quick. So I'm just telling you, when you go search your stuff incognito on Google, don't think just instantly because it doesn't come up or it comes up real high that that's really your ranking. I have an app which you can get. It's very easy. You just go to keywebco.com, go up to the top, there's a little black box. You'll hit that, it'll be the menu. Scroll down till you see a link that says Keywebco apps. That will take you to another website. It will load a little slow. It's not designed for SEO. It's designed to give you all the apps you can need and tools you can need to run your business. Scroll down that page until you get to the SEO app. Each one of those boxes you can scroll through, and they're all clickable. Scroll through the SEO app, and all the tools you need to come up to the top of SEO are right there. It tells you everything you need to know. It even has tools to help you acquire that goal. Let me give you a word of warning. Any guru that comes on here and tells you, use my apps, you use this, you use that, use this software, you pay me $250 and I can make your sales increase by whatever percent they say. I don't even care if they say 1% to 500%. I will tell you flat out, that person is lying to you. They are lying to you. They are manipulating you and using you to get money out of your pocket. Why do I say that? Because there is no earthly way on earth, even myself, that I can just glance at your store, give you something to use, and tell you that it's going to affect Google in any way at all. Why? Google bases its results on your data, not on anything I'm giving you. There's nothing I can give you that's going to change your previous sales history. There's nothing I'm going to give you that's going to change the relevance of your site until it's been used a while. So any guru that says, oh, use our app and our method, you can increase your sales by 350%. Here's an example of me sitting naked on top of a Lamborghini just to prove my point. They don't own that frickin' Lamborghini, and even if they do, they bought it with stolen money by making promises to people that they cannot fulfill, because nobody can do that. Nobody. I don't care. Nobody can promise you any results. What they can tell you is if you do these things, it will improve your Google results, and this is how. And if they're charging you a bunch of money to give you that information, chances are you're wasting it. Now, I do charge, yes, I am a guru too. But I do charge, but I only charge for things that we are working on. For example, if you buy a website from me, my websites cost a third less than anybody's websites of equal quality I have ever seen. Why? Because I like making websites. And I do it for you. And then we do a Zoom and I train you how to continue so you don't need me ever again. Because I don't want to mess with it after I've created it. I create it, I may do all your logos. I throw all that in for free, guys. I charge $225. I do all your logos for your social media site, make logos for your business. I put all your information in the website. All you've got to do is after you buy it, you give me the email address to the free account that you get on Strikingly. Doesn't cost you any money. You give me the email address and then we transfer it over. After we transfer it over, we do a Zoom. You will have to fill out a few things. And then I take you section by section and I show you how to do everything. Now, all the hard stuff I've already done, but I show you how to do it all. That's for the free version. If you upgrade to a pro version, you double the amount that you pay me. Instead of paying $225, you pay $450. You will also, only on the pro version, you will also need to pay Strikingly $200 a year. That's so you can do all the fancy embeds and have items for sale and not pay any fees. You can sell 300 items. You can have 300 listings, more items than that. They're multivariates. But you can have 300 listings in your sites. That gives you 3 pro version sites for the cost of 1. Best deal on the planet if you need an awesome website. You don't even have to have hosting, guys. You don't even have hosting. The hosting is included in Strikingly. That's a big deal. WordPress, pay for that hosting $350 frickin' a year. Okay, more than what it costs to even use the WordPress Strikingly websites. You can do it for free. You do not need all that embed stuff unless you're an advanced business like myself. I used free for 6 years and grew my business huge before I even thought of paying for it. Okay. You can make these websites yourself for free. You won't have the skills with the SEO and all that stuff that I've got. You won't have the graphic skills that I've got either, generally. Oh, shit. I've got a bad one behind me. Jerk. What, are you late for work, woman? Sorry, I've got really bad drivers all around me today. Hold on, give me a moment. Alright. Sorry, I have bad drivers all around me today. Boy, it's a tad early. I mean, it's not early, actually. My appointment is at 10, but I'm a tad early getting up here. I need to go see a friend of mine before my appointment because I'm $10 short. I just didn't plan the money right. I forgot I had to buy something today. All right, so we are on the highway. I've talked a little bit about e-commerce and a little bit about different businesses. Don't see any chats in here, so I guess either nobody's watching or just nobody has anything they want to say. So I guess I'll just let everybody go today, and I will talk to everyone again soon. I'll probably do a Facebook Live tomorrow morning because I'm going to do my show. By the way, Dragonsteel's live shop is on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time in the evening. Basically, I'm going to show you some Christmas lots that I've made. This is all wholesale stuff. Really cheap products. Not cheap products, cheap price on product. But I've made some wholesale lots that I'll be selling to other sellers and just anyone actually that wants to buy them. I'm going to show first in the show tomorrow night at 7. I'm going to show you first all of the, not all, but some of the Christmas wholesale lots that I've already pre-made. As a matter of fact, I might even make a couple and photograph them and list them while we're in the show. That's how we start off the show. Then, at the beginning of the show also, I ask, does anyone want to fill a box? If you do, tell me now what product types you're interested in. My employee then goes, well, I'm showing you the pre-made lots. My employee then goes to the warehouse and pull the items in that you might be interested in filling a box. The way you save the most amount of money is filling a box live with me in the show. It's real easy. Let's say you want bedding. I just start holding up sheet sets. Do you want this one? Okay, yes. $2, $5, $10, whatever it is. We fill your box up. After your box is full, I will tell you the total to pay. It will not always add up to the exact same amount that your bids come to. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It depends on shipping. If you buy a lot, it is always going to be free shipping. And if you buy a lot, I'm always going to throw extra crap in or make something super duper crazy cheap, because it's about emptying a warehouse, not really making money. I've already written off $1 million of loss. So it's making some of that million back, but mostly it's to give you guys an opportunity to make a bunch of money. Either that or December 31st, I bonfire $1 million of inventory. I'm not kidding. I donated $150,000 and already got my letter that I'm going to be audited, because that's in excess of what I can donate to charity. So the rest of it's not getting donated. It either gets sold to other e-commerce sellers, or I have a huge bonfire December 31st. I already burned up $10,000. That's what started the show. I burned up $10,000, big old pile of products, dolls and stuff. And people started having a conniption fit on Facebook. Oh no, we'll buy that stuff. You're just throwing it away. Well, okay, then I'll make a show and you buy it. Well, if you guys do that by the end of the year, you guys can make a bunch of money. That's $1 million of my cost, not the value online, guys. The value online is far in excess of that. So that's an opportunity for everybody. I'm doing that twice a month. It just happens to be this Tuesday is one of those times. Now, another word about the show. When I do a Dragon Deals live show, if I get in there and no one's really interested in the lot boxes that I've pre-made and no one's filling a box, it does not last very long. And then I will go into a helpful tip show where you can just come in and ask questions and I'll help you with stuff. But it starts off as Dragon Deals live twice a month. All the rest of the month, it starts off as helpful tips. And then if someone wants to fill a box, in my show, they say, hey, I want to fill a box. After the show, we start filling boxes. So every show I do, you have the opportunity to fill a box. But if we're in a helpful tips show, you're not going to get that chance till the end of the show. If we're in a Dragon Deals live show, you only get the chance at the beginning of the show. If you don't take advantage of it, and I've already moved on to questions and answers, you'll have to wait till the end of the show before we'll fill a box. So that's what's rolling out this week. It's a little different than what I did before, but basically the same. I am making a little bit of money shipping things out from these live shows. Mostly I'm getting messages and people are telling me specific items they want, and I'm just shipping them to them. It's a better deal to buy a box where you're filling it with several items. The more you put in the box, the cheaper it gets. My Star Wars coffee. I call it Star Wars coffee because it's one of those glass mugs. It's thermal. This was a $30 mug when it came out. For nothing but just saying Star Wars. That's it. And got that little robot thing with them on. That's it. $30 freaking for that. Now you can buy them for $12. My coffee's cold. I can't drink it now. I can only drink hot coffee. It either has to be iced, super cold, or hot. I can't drink it lukewarm. Yeah. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed listening to me rattle on and on and on a little bit about e-commerce. I'm going to let everybody go now. I've got some calls I got to make. It's only 9:15. I'm still 15-20 minutes from my location, but I've got to make some calls because I have to go borrow a little bit of money before I get to the hospital today. Not much, but I don't want them to bill me, because then a little bit of money turns into a lot. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to everyone again soon.